Hello, English learners. Welcome to today's session where we are going to dive into the general information about IELTS session. And I'm really very glad to inform you all that today we have Deeksha ma'am, who is an IELTS expert for last 12 years, and she has taught about 4,500 students, and she is here with me. We're gonna discuss about some general discussion related to IELTS. So, ma'am, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me here. I'm glad to be a part of this channel, and I see a lot of learners are here, like the name says, English learners. And so many learners are here, and they are here to learn. And I think we are doing a fantastic job today, helping students understand all about IELTS. Yeah. So the other day you called me, and you had so many questions, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
let's you can ask these questions again today. I will answer all your questions and will give a detailed knowledge information about IELTS. Yeah. Should we get started?
Yes, ma'am. Because we have a lot of IELTS aspirants, they always ask
Yeah,
like if we can help them. Then, and
absolutely.
today I am going to ask you some questions. Because I'm not an IELTS aspirant, but yes, we have someone. They have a lot of query. I'm going to
Okay.
ask you those questions. But before
Yes.
that, would you like to tell about yourself something?
Yes, I come from British Council. I've taken my training from British Council. I was working with Leap Scholar. It is a known platform to a lot of people here. I worked with Leap
Yes,
Scholar.
ma'am.
Yes, it's an online
Yeah,
platform.
yeah, I know that.
Yes, I worked there as a senior trainer, as a master trainer. I was training newcomers, trainees. I was in the content development team. So I worked there for 2 years. And then I quit it this year to start my own coaching center. And I think what a better platform than YouTube these days. So that's
Yes, ma'am, definitely. And I'm really very glad because once, like 2, 3 years ago, I also joined Leap Scholar because I have gone through some ads related to that. I joined there and I can't share my feelings right now. Like I'm talking to you and
oh,
it's really amazing.
really?
Yes,
Wow. Nice to meet you.
yes,
Such
ma'am.
a world. I would like to say what a sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get started.
Okay, ma'am. So, yeah, ma'am, sure. But before that, would you like to tell me about your place? Where do you belong?
I'm from Delhi, but
Okay.
these days I'm in Noida. So I moved from Delhi to Noida about 5 years ago. So I'm a complete Delhiite. I've been to Delhi University. I was in Hansraj College. I also
Okay.
learned French and I taught French at schools. But
How amazing, ma'am.
yes, so now I,
Okay, so
yeah.
let's dive in. So my first question is, what does IELTS stand for, and what are the two main types of IELTS tests?
So basically, IELTS stand for International English Language Testing System. Basically, this is a test students can take if they want to study abroad. That is first. So we call it academic test. And if somebody wants a PR, they want to travel, they want to settle down in a country, Canada, US, UK, anywhere, then they need to go for the general training. And another reason why students take test is for work reason. They want a work permit. So these are the three categories of students that they want to take a test. Academic for admission, and for PR and work, it is general test.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So my next question is, how is the IELTS listening test structured, and what types of audio materials are typically used?
IELTS listening test has 4 sections, right?
Okay.
Each section has 10 questions. So 10 into 4 make 40. So they have 40 questions in total. It is divided into 4 sections. Basically, first section is a conversation between two people. Second is a monologue. Third is also a conversation, and fourth is a monologue. And as we progress from one section to the next, it gets tougher. It gets difficult.
Okay.
And yeah, your next question. So basically, they test you on materials. You asked me about listening material, what kind of material they use. They use these
Yes,
three
ma'am.
accents. Yeah, they use British accent, American accent, and Australian accents in their exam.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. My third question is, in the IELTS reading test, how many passages are there in the academic module, and what type of text can you expect to encounter?
Basically, there are three passages, three long passages. So, three long passages divided in 40 questions. That means first passage is 1 to 14. Next passage is 15 to 27, and third passage is 28 to 40. So that is how three passages are divided. It is 1 hour long. Reading is 1 hour. Three passages, and the passages are quite descriptive in nature for academic test takers. Descriptive, they could be a scientific research, or these are expository. That means factual. They are factual information. Such passages are given to, it could be about autism, it could be about geography, it could be about history, it could be about tea plantation, coffee plantation, anything. Such are the passages given to students, and they have to answer 40 questions.
Okay, ma'am. I have one more question. The question is, describe the speaking format of the IELTS exam,
Yeah,
including the three parts of the speaking test.
yeah. Speaking format of the IELTS exam has three parts. It's here.
Okay.
Yeah, it has three parts: part one, part two, and part three. It is very short test. It is only for 15 minutes. And that speaking part in 15 minutes, they ask you about part one, they ask you 10 questions. Part two, they ask you a cue card topic they give you. And part three, they ask you follow-up question. That is how speaking is. It's only for 15 minutes. So remember, you have to impress your examiner in those 15 minutes to get an A.
Yes, ma'am. And this is the toughest one. I talked to many aspirants, and they told that they are okay with writing, listening, but the toughest one is speaking.
It can be,
And part one is also like okay, but when it comes to the follow-up question, it's
yeah,
quite longer. We need to talk longer, so it's
yes.
really
Elaborate.
awesome.
Yeah, you can say you have to really elaborate your answers.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so can we speak lie also in exam because sometimes we don't have the answer in
Yeah,
speaking.
very good point. Yes. Fake it till you make it. Have you heard of this? I always
Yes,
tell
ma'am,
people,
definitely.
yes, yes, fake it till you make it, because they're not going to check your passport. They're not going to do a research on you. They're not going to send a police agent at your place to do a background check. Nothing. It's a speaking test. So fake it. When I went for the IELTS test in 2012, so my topic was an international place that you have traveled to. 2012, I've not traveled to any international place, but I wanted to travel to Singapore. And I talked about Singapore
Hmm.
because I knew about all those places in Singapore, you know. So I
Yes.
talked about it, I faked it, and I got an 8.5 in speaking.
So we need to have a lot of knowledge. So
Yeah,
yes,
you
we
can
need
say
to.
that. And a lot of knowledge. And these days we watch so many TV serials and movies, and we get a lot of ideas from there. So we
Yes,
just have
ma'am.
to, yeah, use that. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So can I ask you my next question?
please, please.
Okay, my next question is that what are the key difference between the academic and general training version of the IELTS writing test?
I didn't get your question. Is it about the whole test or a particular module?
About writing.
About writing, yeah. Writing and
Yeah.
reading. Writing is different from reading, and sorry, writing is different for general and academic test taker. General test taker has to write a letter and an essay, whereas an academic test taker needs to write a report and an essay. So essay is common, they both have to write, general and academic. But academic test taker writes a report on a graph, like a bar graph, a pie chart, map. But a general test taker has to write a letter. That's the difference in writing.
Yeah, ma'am. And how is the IELTS writing task one different in the academic and general training module?
Yeah,
And what
that's what
type of information should you include?
Right, that's what I just answered. That general test taker, task one is different. General test taker has to write a letter, And academic test taker has
Okay.
to write a report in task one. That's how they are different.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, and if I have to talk about IELTS speaking test, what criteria are used to assess your performance and how are our response
Yes.
scored?
Yes. For IELTS speaking, these are the four criteria which are used. Also, people who are listening, mark, there is no word as criterias. When I was in my
Okay.
last organization, a lot of people from the teaching domain used to use the word criterias. Criteria is plural for criterion. So these are the four criteria for marking in your speaking. So they mark you on fluency, grammar, lexical resource means vocabulary, and the fourth is pronunciation. So you need to work upon these four to get a band that you want.
Okay, ma'am. Did you just mention that there's not any plural of criteria? It's not like criterias. It will be criterion.
There is, yeah, criterion is single. So if I'm talking about only one criterion, then it's criterion, and a plural is
Okay.
criteria.
Criteria only. Okay,
Lot of,
got it, ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, even I have watched one videos related to that. There's many words we don't have any plural from. They are already in plural.
Yeah, they, lot of people use it incorrectly, but we need to.
Yeah,
And another thing that people use incorrectly is giving a test. We don't say giving a test. We say
attempting.
taking a test. Attempting is good, yes, taking a test.
Okay.
But you don't give a test, you
Okay.
take a test. Yeah.
Okay.
That is why we call you a
Okay,
test
ma'am.
taker. You are a test taker. People who
Okay,
are
ma'am.
watching this video, they are test takers, not test givers. So that's a clear logic.
Yes, ma'am. That's really, yeah,
Yeah.
that's important.
Yeah.
Even I also used in that way
Yes.
some
Yes.
some months ago. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, ma'am. So my next question is, what is the IELTS band scale and how is our overall band score calculated based on our performance in the four sections?
So basically, IELTS is tested on a scale of 9 bands. Okay. So if you are
Okay.
sitting for an academic test, you want a 6, 6.5, or 7, depending on the university you want to go to. So every university has a different criterion, yeah, for your scores. It is tested on a scale of 9. Yeah, it is different for different modules. So for example, if you're doing a reading test, it has 40 questions. You need to see how many answers you got correct. Out of 40, you get 25 correct, 30 correct, 35 correct. Accordingly, you will be given a band, and for that there is a chart, a descriptor chart available on Google, and you can cross check your with that. Same goes with listening. There is a descriptor chart. Writing is at a discretion of a teacher, and speaking is also at a discretion of examiner. So, but for reading and listening, you can go by that chart, and you can give yourself a band score while you are practicing.
Ma'am. But one question always came to my mind is that, can we use pen and paper to take notes during us listening and reading tests?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, you must. So, reading, you don't need to use any pen and paper, because reading test is 1 hour. And if whatever notes you want to make, you want to highlight something, do it in the passage then and there. Definitely, you can take notes. I used to take paper based test, because in 2012 computer based was not there. Computer based was introduced in 2017. So in computer based
Okay,
also,
ma'am.
you can mark, you can highlight. So I used to circle, I used to put a question mark when I did not understand anything. And listening test, yes, while you are listening, it is essential that you prepare notes, that you write down speakers words. It's a very good question, and I think testing
Yes,
do that. Yes.
yes, ma'am. Because I also tried some mock tests related to listening, and I forgot. When I
Ah,
have to give the answer, I forgot. Then I again
got.
listen that. But in
Ah,
case of exam,
yeah.
there's only one time.
Yes, it's a YOLO rule. You know what is YOLO?
Yeah.
You
No,
only,
ma'am.
okay. वैसे तो YOLO rule is you only live once, but I say that YOLO rule goes in IELTS test. You only listen once.
And ma'am, it's really tough because whenever I listen for the first time, I forgot everything. Again, I need to
Ah,
listen it again. So
Yeah.
it's better to use pen and
So
paper.
making notes is a good idea.
Okay, ma'am. So I'm having one more last question.
Okay.
Not taking your time. And thank you so much for your time. So
You.
my last question is, how long are the IELTS test code valid, and what are some common lessons people take the IELTS exam?
So IELTS scores are valid for 2 years from the day you receive your scores. It's valid for two
Okay.
years. So if you take your test today, you get your scores on Monday. So from Monday to next 2 years, 24, 25, 25th year, 2025, till then your scores are valid. What is the next question? I forgot.
What are some common reasons people take the IELTS exam?
What are some common reasons? The reasons are study abroad. That's the most common reason. Study abroad, then immigration. Indians want to immigrate to Dubai, UAE countries, or Canada, Australia is very common. And thirdly, for work permit. These are some reasons people take this IELTS exam.
But
Yes.
ma'am, I have either to immigrate to Dubai or UAE. There's no need of any IELTS.
No, there is. There is. I am teaching a lot of Dubai students.
Okay, ma'am. So maybe I was not clear.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I am holding a master class this month.
Okay, ma'am.
I think on 19th, 20th, Saturday and Sunday. So I would like to invite people to my masterclass. If you have enjoyed today's session, what would you like to say to them about the masterclass?
Going to join
Even
your
ma'am,
master
I'm
class for sure because
right.
it will be beneficial.
Yes,
I'm here to improving my speaking skills, but yes, writing knowledge and reading. If I mean, I tried those reading mock tests and all, but to improve my speaking as well as writing, I'm going to join, and definitely I will influence others to join as well because it will be really beneficial for them.
definitely. So basically, the masterclass is about grammar. Yeah. So we will be doing.
Okay,
I will share on the screen here. Um,
okay, ma'am.
yeah. The masterclass has grammar and reading tips for the students.
Okay. I like grammar a lot, but there's a lot of confusion
Mm,
whenever it came to like during talking also I sometimes correct myself, which is not good.
yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being having me here. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you so much as well.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure to have you and to talk to you one-to-one conversation.
You. Thank you. Mine too.
Okay, ma'am. So will you tell us about your session? When will you hold it?
The masterclass, yes. So my last masterclass last month was a huge success. I was not expecting 46 participants. I'm honestly telling you, I only had a figure of 20 in my mind because I just started my own thing. And I was surprised to see 46 participants in a paid masterclass for 99 rupees. So, guys, you can grab one of the masterclasses. Again, this month I'm holding these two classes, Saturday and Sunday. So, Saturday is going to be English grammar. I'm going to cover some grammar concepts. If it is a small group, then you, as participants, come forward and you speak with me. I will allow you to speak. I will allow you to frame sentences and I will give you an opportunity to understand where you are lacking. And 20th is going to be about reading strategies. So I'm going to cover skimming, scanning. Yeah, you must have heard of skimming, scanning, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I heard.
So
Yeah,
yeah, skimming, scanning.
that's
I have
really necessary.
very very important for speaking
Mm.
for reading and I have designed very interesting activities for skimming and scanning, nothing related to IELTS. I don't want to bore my audience. It is different, completely different, understanding skimming and scanning very easily. So these are my master classes in this month.
Yes, ma'am. I'm really very glad, after I'm going to join your masterclass, and definitely I will tell my friends to join as well because the cost is also less. So, and
It's
it's
nothing.
in Saturday, Sunday, so
Yeah.
people are free in these 2 days.
Yes, yes, it will be at 12 o'clock in the morning, like afternoon, 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
12 to 1:30. Last time my masterclass ran for 1.5 hours almost. And this time also I'm expecting, and you can check my LinkedIn story. You can check my Instagram story. There are photographs of 46 participants I took. I took the screenshots of my Zoom, and they were really, really thrilled to come. And they are still messaging me, ma'am, when is the next masterclass? So I don't think 99 is expensive. It is quite affordable for everyone who want
Yes,
to
ma'am. Yes.
really invest
Yes.
in their future and learning. And this 1 hour will be a game changer, I guarantee.
Okay, ma'am, is there any other session like at another time, like in the evening or somehow like this?
Yes, I think we can do one in the evening at around 5,
Okay, ma'am.
5 or 6 in the
Yeah,
evening.
it will be better because some work like if I have to talk about me, I'm also a chemistry teacher by profession. So on Sunday I'm free, but on Saturday I have class.
Have classes, yeah. So maybe we
Yeah,
can do a
ma'am.
late evening, say around 8 o'clock, because
Yes, ma'am.
students tell me that they would really like a session a little late at night, 8 o'clock. So we can do at 12 and we can do it at 8 o'clock on
Yes,
Saturday.
ma'am. It will be amazing.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you so much, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for your time, and I'm really very glad to learn from you English
Same here.
grammar as well as reading
Thank you,
strategies.
Khushbu. Thank you, Khushbu, for letting me come here on your platform and talking about it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Okay,
Khushbu,
ma'am.
it was
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you lovely people for watching this video. If you like this video, moreover it was beneficial for you and you wanna get more information regarding it, so don't forget to subscribe this channel. And ultimately one more thing I would like to say. When you will go to subscribe this channel, then there will be one bell icon. You can press that as well and get more new information.